Holy cow! Apple just made a more shocking announcement than a USB-C iPhone. Do you remember yesterday when I told you about the new Nothing Phone chat app that was going to bring iMessage to an Android phone? Yeah, Nothing was doing that in partnership with Sunbird and getting your Apple ID onto some Apple hardware somewhere out in the world. There are security issues with that, and I just don't think it will work to begin with. Go ahead and check out the full video to see why. But what Apple announced today puts that all to bed anyways. You see, at the end of my video, I said only Apple can fix the green bubble, blue bubble problem. And they could do that by adopting RCS and integrating it into the iPhone. It wouldn't have to replace iMessage. It would be the fallback that you would use instead of SMS. Finally, when communicating with Android users, you'd have high-quality messages, audio messages, even large files. Finally, when contacting Android users, you could have some amount of encryption. It might not be as good as iMessage encryption, but something is better than nothing, right? Today, Apple announced it would adopt RCS and integrate it into iPhones later this year. Honestly, when I called on Apple to do this yesterday, I was far from the first to say it. I figured I'd be far from the last, and I didn't think anything would come of it anytime soon. If you're thinking to yourself, well, Nothing's chat app must have made the difference, no, that's not it at all. Nothing's chat app had nothing to do with this decision. In fact, what it really comes down to is the EU. The EU is rolling out new laws that will make certain apps, services, hardware, etc. gatekeeper technologies. And if you are identified as a gatekeeper technology, you will be legally required to open up that technology to competitors. It's something large companies may not want. Apple is one of them. iMessage was included in the gatekeeper technology list. And if it stays that way, then Apple would have to open up iMessage to competitors. Can you imagine Facebook's Messenger built into iMessage or being its own iMessage app? How about WhatsApp or Twitter as an iMessage client? Apple probably doesn't want that. Today is the last day to appeal and try to be removed from the gatekeeper list. And by adopting RCS, Apple can make the claim that it's not truly a gatekeeper technology. In most of the world, iMessage isn't as heavily adopted as it is in the US, and by opening itself up to work better with other phones like Android, it no longer has that same lock-in that it currently enjoys, at least in theory. We don't know a lot yet. All we have is 9to5Mac's initial report and a statement given to them by Apple that this would happen. The statement does suggest pretty much how I expected Apple would implement RCS. It won't replace iMessage. When you're contacting Apple to Apple, you'll continue to have all the full benefits and features of iMessage. When you go outside the iMessage network, such as texting an Android phone, then Apple will fall back to RCS instead of the traditional SMS and MMS combo. So in the end, Apple doesn't have to bring iMessage features to RCS. It'll still be the best experience when you're contacting from Apple device to Apple device, like iPhone to iPhone or iPhone to iPad. I didn't really think it was going to happen, at least not this soon, at least not be announced this soon. But at the same time, what choice did Apple have? In the long run, I think everyone benefits. Even if you are an iPhone user, when you are outside the blue bubble, the experience for you will be better. This leads to better choice. You can be on Android if you want to, you can stay on iPhone if you want to, and everyone will be able to communicate better. That is a win. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe if you want more tech news and reviews like this. Until next time, bye.